What's up guys, Ryan here. So print on demand is a long-term business model. Now you can get lucky and catch a trend like I have a few times and make a lot of money in a short period of time, but that's not why we should be getting into print on demand. This is really about creating long-term, sustainable passive income. And part of the long-term business model means protecting our seller accounts. Now, if it's a, different platforms, they treat things like trademark infringement differently. Like with Amazon merch, there's a strike system. They don't tell you how many strikes you have. And if you get caught infringing on other people's trademarks too many times, they can close down your account. Now, other platforms like Redbubble, they seemingly give you like infinite strikes against your account. Their automated system will just remove your listings every now and then. And then there's platforms like Etsy where even if you're not infringing, all someone has to do is report your listing and you get a strike against your account. So not all platforms are created equal, but at least when it comes to like Amazon merch, for instance, we can protect our accounts by using automated trademark alerts. And I'm going to show you exactly how I do that using Merch Informer. And I actually use Merch Titans for this as well, but I'm actually going to do the demo in Merch Informer right now because I think the Merch Titans one is it's not working 100% right now. So we're going to use Merch Informer. So if you guys haven't signed up for Merch Informer, there's a free trial. If you've never messed around with it and you end up joining, check out my YouTube channel. I've got some free tutorials on how to use it for like niche research for your Amazon merch products. But today we're just going to focus on trademark alerts and automating trademark. Basically, because I should explain. With print on demand, when you create designs and string together niche keywords based on what customers are searching like Amazon for, those keywords in that order, they may not be trademarked today, but in a year, someone could file and get a live trademark and own the rights to use them. And Amazon doesn't care if you've been selling a shirt that has some phrase on it for the last 3 years. If someone trademarks it and gets that record through, you're culpable. You're going to get a strike against your account. And then the more strikes you get, ultimately you could lose your Amazon merch account. So we need to do everything we can to protect ourselves from that day ever happening, right? We don't want that day to ever come. So how we're going to do that is, it's unrealistic to think that we're going to check the trademark database every day by ourselves, right? That's not, come on, we got better things to do. But if you log into Merch Informer, on the left-hand side here, I'll zoom in a little bit. You can click Trademarks and then Trademark Alerts. All right, and then here you can see your entries are automatically checked once a day. You can manually run the check, and we'll test the ones that weren't checked within the last 24 hours. You can save up to 8,000 keywords or phrases. 8,000 is a ton, but I am in the Amazon Merch 20,000 tier, so you could foreseeably exceed that number. So I went ahead and I cleared all mine out so I could record this video so I don't just give up all my niches. I do use Merch Titans at the same time as Merch Informer for this, so I get to like double down on it. But they both use the same trademarkia.com database to check the automated trademarks. So I just came up with 3 random phrases to test against. So I put small daddy, medium daddy, big daddy, and XL daddy. And I chose these because I know at least one of them is trademarked. So I'm going to copy paste those in. I'm going to remove that indent just in case it messes it up. So all you have to do is make sure that each new niche is on its own line. And guys, by the way, I should just mention, if you're thinking like, well, now what? I have to go through my whole catalog of designs and create this list. So if you're thinking like long-term about print on demand as a business that you're serious about participating in, like you really want to look into the Merch Titans automation uploader, because you'll never have to like manually upload any print on demand product again, at least to the supported marketplaces, which they support the major marketplaces, I would say. Definitely the tier 1 marketplaces like Amazon merch, Amazon KDP and Etsy Printful. They also support like what I would call tier 2, like Redbubble, TeePublic, Teespring, and then, use your opinion about the rest. But anyways, if you have those spreadsheets set up to automate the uploads, then you can grab your niches straight out of the spreadsheets in like 2 seconds. So another benefit of having like that centralized repository with all of your design data on it. So I just copy pasted these 4 right here. I'm going to hit save. And then you'll notice it says not checked yet on the safe column. So we don't know if these are good or not. So what we're going to do is they have this check trademarks. Now, you don't have to hit this. They will check once a day for us, but if you want to check like immediately, and then like it says, if you've got a bunch going and you can see that some of them haven't been checked yet today, you can just hit check trademarks to kick off that process. And this won't take long since we only have 4. And now I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. You can see Big Daddy returned an X under the safe column. So that is not going to be safe for us to use, but Medium Daddy, Small Daddy, and XL Daddy all returned a check mark. So if we want to see, because it's not 100%, maybe it's doing its best using automation here, but there's always a chance it could be wrong. So you can click details, and that will bring up the trademarkia.com results page for the search of the phrase or keyword that you input into Merch Informer. And you can see right here the very first record. Let me zoom in. This first one, though, says registered live mark as of June 26, 2018. Hats, shorts, sweatpants, sweatshirts, and then the big one, t-shirts. However, let me just say, if you're uploading to Amazon merch and you see like sweatshirts, or even if you see like other clothing items, like suppose that this didn't say t-shirts or sweatshirts. If I see hats, shorts, and sweatpants, I'm not going to upload that to Amazon merch personally, because their system is also automated and it may let it through, but it may not. And there's certainly an elevated risk of an incorrect, like basically a false positive, where it's going to reject your submission incorrectly. But again, there's not like a human waiting on the other line to police the system, right? Like Amazon merch is way too big. Like if I have 20,000 upload slots, they could hire a full-time employee just to police my uploads. You know what I mean? And make sure that I'm on the right side or wrong side of the trademark. So they're not going to do that. It's not in their best interest. They have automation. They have good algorithms that try to do the checking for them, but they're not perfect. So my general rule of thumb, guys, if you see like articles of clothing and you're thinking about uploading to Amazon merch, just play it safe, all right? I wouldn't risk it. Also, like, even uploading to Amazon.com through the Printful integration, which I do a lot of, and I'm not doing it to t-shirts. Like when I upload to Amazon.com or .co.uk through the Printful integration, I avoid directly competing with Amazon merch products for obvious reason. Like Amazon merch products are Prime eligible, so if for no other reason, but they're also sold by Amazon, so it's like a trusted brand. So I tend not to compete with them, in short. So I upload a lot of hats. And one thing I'll say is, suppose that this was flipped. Suppose I want to put Big Daddy on a hat. Well, if I see shorts, sweatpants, sweatshirts, or t-shirts, I'm allowed to upload to a hat, right? And by the way, hats doesn't always say hats. Sometimes it says like headwear, headgear. So just be careful there. But one thing I'll say is like be careful just the same way. Like Amazon FBM, they don't have the same automated trademark detection that merch has. So you'll get to create your listing and it won't just get like rejected on submission, or it's not like that. It doesn't work that way. But it is kind of similar to Etsy, where if someone reports you, typically the listing, it doesn't just instantly get removed and you get a strike, but it does get, I think, suppressed, and then you kind of have to like fight that battle to get it reinstated. And you'd want to avoid any negative attention to your seller accounts, just as a general rule of thumb, because bringing it back to the beginning of this video, print on demand is a long-term business model. You don't want to rock the boat. You really want to just play it safe. Think long-term, don't rock the boat. You want the calm waters. You don't want to deal with any headaches related to like seller account getting in trouble. So when you see clothing listed and a live mark, not a dead mark, but live, on the words you want to use or the niche you want to target, it's usually best just to avoid it. But that's just my opinion, speaking from experience. And I'll wrap the video up there. But anyways, guys, thanks for checking this video out. If you liked it, hit that like button. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. If you have any questions, comments, feedback, hit me up below, and I'll get back to you.
Passive Income School is open. Enroll now at RyanSmethod.com. Thank you.